what do you study in school?
We study many subjects, like we have PE and math class every day.
In our school, we never do a subject every day. Usually, we study the subject 3 times a week. And what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is art class.
Is what?
Art.
Oh, me too. I like art and also design.
We do study that in our school.
Oh, it's like art, but instead of painting, you build.
Oh. Why do you like art?
I like it because it's very creative and also one of the most fun lessons. What about you?
Because I like drawing and making things very much.
In this dialogue, you may find it very difficult to understand Corinne's British accent. Don't worry. From the context, we know that the two kids are talking about their schoolwork. They are sharing their likes and dislikes at school. When Corinne doesn't understand Susan, he simply asks her to repeat it. Susan said, "My favorite subject is art class." And Corinne asked, "Is what?" I would like you to repeat his sentence, but he's asking in a very polite way. Now we can use different kind of expressions to ask people to repeat. For example, we can say, "I beg pardon." We can also say, "I'm not sure I understand what you are saying." And the third expression is, "Would you please rephrase that? I want to make sure I understand you correctly." In these 3 sentences, "I beg pardon" is often used, but in British English, a very easy way is to say "sorry." 最近有很多家长问我在哪里学英语最好，有些家长呢就干脆把孩子送到美国去学英语了。今天呢，我们请来了3位美国学生，看看他们是怎么认识到国外留学这件事儿的。好，第一个我想问的是郝村。郝村，这是你第一次来中国吗？
Yes, it is. My first time in China.
Okay, how long have you been here?
We have been here for 6 weeks in Liaocheng.
If your parents want to study here for 1 year, do you want to stay here?
I would, but I don't have time. It takes a lot of time.
Okay. 你对学生到国外留学怎么看？
I think that people want to study abroad for the experience. The culture is a big thing because we only see the American culture, but it's really important to see other cultures, to experience that and understand other people's ways of lives and what their interests are and their beliefs. Also, it is good to improve your language skill. For us, it's for Chinese, but for other people, it can be any other language, such as English. And that is very good to get that experience to live there, not just study.
太好了，这个观点真是不错。好，侯立明，do you want to study abroad? What do you think of studying abroad?
I would like to study abroad. I think it would be a good experience so that I could understand the culture of China, if that's where I was to go, and I would be able to work on my language skills.
你怎么看待中国家长把孩子送到美国去学英语？ How do you think of the Chinese parents want to send the kids to United States to study English?
I think it's a good experience so that they can see the rest of the world or parts of the rest of the world and get a different angle at education.
OK， 太好了，他们2个说的都很好。那现在呢，我们来问一下孟克海另外一个问题，去英国学英语好呢，还是去美国学英语好？那我们来问一下孟克海。孟克海，if a Chinese parents, Chinese father ask you, will he send the kids to United States or to UK? So what's your opinion?
I think the kid should take up his the father's offer and go study abroad because he'll get experience in America or United Kingdom, whatever one he chooses, and he'll be able to practice English with Americans instead of being confined with only Chinese people speaking some English or just Chinese. So he can broaden his perspective on the world too with different culture.
好，还有些家长问我，想把孩子放到美国家庭里边住一段时间，你觉得这是个好主意吗？ Do you think it's a good idea to send the kids to stay with the family?
It depends for how long. If it's over a year, I think it would be better if the kid could move in with like a university, and they can have experience with other international people and have like a foundation of like friends and stuff. Because if they were just with a different family, they might have like a barrier, like a language barrier, or like they might just have like some troubles at home and stuff.
哦，温科海是这么说的。他说，如果孩子要是在大学宿舍里住呢，可能能交到更多的朋友；如果住在家庭里面，接触的是不同的大人。这个问题，你们怎么看呢？ Studying abroad can be an enriching and memorable experience for students. There are a number of benefits to study in another country, such as improving second language skill, job opportunities, exploring another culture, and of course, the adventure of being in another country is also a benefit. For some, the opportunity to study abroad is a practical and necessary step in their education. For others, the experience abroad is more for the pleasure and excitement of travel. In either cases, studying abroad can be a memorable and even life-changing experience. Before making the decision to study abroad, one should consider several things. Why would you study abroad? What expectations do you have? Is the country you are considering very expensive? What is schooling in that country like? First question, why would you study abroad? As mentioned earlier, there are a number of reasons someone might choose to study in a country other than their own country. Understanding your own reason for going abroad will help you get your life started once you arrive at that country. Also, you may feel homesick and you may come across some other difficulties. So it really helps to think carefully about why you want to go abroad to study. Another question, what expectations do you have? If you would like to study abroad in order to improve your language skill, it is important to know simply being in that country won't magically make you fluent in that country's native language. You will not become fluent overnight. If you want your language to improve, you will still need to dedicate many hours to study and practice that language. Many people live abroad for years without becoming a fluent speaker of that language. Your effort will make all that differences. Third question, is the country you are considering very expensive? Having a scholarship to study abroad make your life easier. But the scholarship most likely will not cover every expenses you may have. While it's important to know that your scholarship may not cover everything, such as housing and books, it is also wise to research what other costs of living in another country might be. How much does the average meal cost, both on and off campus? How much are clothes? How much does transportation cost? How much does entertainment, such as going to the movie, cost? Also, a bit of good advice to remember is that your first month abroad will most likely be your most expensive because you are getting settled down. What is the schooling in that country like? Different countries have different styles of study. Some aspects of study might be easy for you to adjust, while others may be very difficult, simply because you are not accustomed to them. Many American universities, for example, require a lot of essay writing. If you are not very good at writing, or if you are unfamiliar with the American format of writing, this might be problematic until you get used to that. As with many things in life, the best advantage you can give yourself is preparation. Hi, Emily. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing some research about England. I wanted to find some interesting places other than London.
Okay, have you found anything interesting?
Yes. Have you ever heard of the Lake District?
No, I'm afraid not.
It says it's a mountainous region in the northwest of England, and apparently it's a popular holiday destination. It has the longest lake and highest mountain in England.
Okay, why is it so famous?
Well, because it's also associated with English literature in the 18th and 19th century. You know how much I love literature.
Okay, I think we should go.
Brilliant, thank you, Mom. Because it also says that William Wordsworth is from here.
Who is he?
He's a English romantic poet, and his most famous work is I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud.
Sounds very poetic.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
It's about daffodils.
Daffodil is a kind of flower?
Yes, and the song is inspired by his walk with his sister. They came to the side of the lake and saw those beautiful daffodils, and the wind was blowing, so they just looked like they were dancing.
It sounds like a poem.
Indeed, and the beauty of the lake has inspired the poets for many years.
Emily, I think for the summer vacation we should go together too.
Wow, thank you, Mom. It's a good idea. Perhaps it will inspire me as well.
You'll become a poet. I will also bring Stanley and your daddy to go with us.
Brilliant!
In this dialogue, a poet was mentioned. His name is William Wordsworth. He's a major English romantic poet. He was born on 7th April 1770, and he's known as a lake poet.
Hey Dylan, what are you reading?
Oh, it's Harry Potter.
What's it about?
You haven't heard of it?
Mm-mm.
It's about a boy who discovers he's a wizard and faces a lot of challenges in his little magic school. But he has a couple friends who stick with him through thick and thin. Thick and thin? What does that mean? It means that even in the difficult times, they stay with him. He relies on them through most of the challenges.
Well, it sounds interesting, but I prefer watching the films. Have any of them been made into a movie?
Yes, there are 7 books, but there are 8 films.
That's a lot. Are you planning to read all the books?
Of course.
Jeez, you really are a bookworm.
Through thick and thin means through good times and bad times. For example, over the years, we went through thick and thin and enjoyed every minute of it. Jeez, it's like Jesus, is a short form. This expression displays anger or disappointment or a surprise towards a person or event.
Go ahead.
I'm a male. I am black.
Kanye West.
I play a sport.
Michael Vick.
I play basketball.
Michael Jordan.
I play basketball currently.
Magic Johnson.
I play basketball currently and for the team in Los Angeles.
Dwayne Wade.
My number's 24.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Yeah.
好的，第三语。
I'm Chinese, but I play basketball in America.
Jeremy Lin.
I'm really tall.
Jeremy Lin.
The tallest Chinese person possibly. I'm Chinese. Play basketball. Really tall.
Yao
Yao
Ming?
Ming.
Yeah.
好的，林敏荣。
I'm a politician.
Newt Gingrich.
Hillary Clinton.
Really important politician.
Herman.
Nope, a little more recent.
Bill Clinton.
Nope. George Bush. A little more recent.
George W. Bush.
I'm African American.
Herman Cain.
Nope, I'm a president.
Obama.
You're correct.
同学们，你们猜出了他们描述的这些人是谁了吗？